Mark Twain.
And I'm Ulysses Grant, and this
is the fourth 25 Years of America.
In 1852, Harriet Beecher Stowe wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin, a novel about the evils of slavery. It instantly became a bestseller, and it was banned in the South.
In 1854, President Pierce signed the Kansas-Nebraska Act, basically nullifying the Missouri Compromise of 1820. It was meant to save the Union by letting people decide about slavery for themselves.
However, it led to violent conflict. After Lincoln was elected, 11 states seceded from the Union, starting with South Carolina, where the first shots of the war broke out, April 12, 1861, in Fort Sumter.
2 years into the war, Lincoln signed an executive order abolishing slavery, titled the Emancipation Proclamation, in the same year as the Gettysburg Address, one of the most famous speeches of all time.
And it only lasted 2 minutes. On April 9, 1865, General Lee surrendered to me in Virginia, ending the Civil War. On April 15, 1865, Lincoln was shot in the back of the head by John Wilkes Booth while watching a play at Ford's Theater. I was supposed to be there, but I didn't go.
With Lincoln dead, rebuilding the South was very difficult. The 14th Amendment gave slaves citizenship and the right to vote, but groups like the KKK terrorized them and repressed black people and people who supported them. So many states passed Jim Crow laws.
Right after I was inaugurated, the Transcontinental Railroad was completed. The two railroads came together in Utah after years of building.
A cow kicked over a lantern, causing the Chicago fire, a blaze
When does a candle become a blaze?
that lasted 36 hours, burned about 3 to 4 square miles, and it was finally quenched by a heavy rain. To celebrate America's 100th birthday party, I published my book, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, a book about a mischievous boy growing up on the Mississippi River. It was also the first novel written on a typewriter. Maybe it'll be a bestseller one day. I'll tell someone about it on my new telephone. I didn't invent it, by the way.
In conclusion, there were 5 presidents,
Franklin Pierce, James Buchanan, Abraham Lincoln, Andrew Johnson, and Ulysses S. Grant. 7 new states,
Minnesota, Oregon, Kansas, West Virginia, Nevada, Nebraska, and Colorado. This period was defined by the Civil War and its aftermath.
I'm Isaac Elwood, and I'm introducing the inventions of this time period. In 1857, Elisha Otis invented the safety elevator, which contained a brake mechanism because before it was made out of hydraulics, and if a cable was cut, they'd fall to their death. But with the brake mechanism, it could now stop if a cable was broken and even cut it to prove it. In 1868, Christopher Sholes invented the typewriter, which prevented people from having to write manually and making a bunch of dumb mistakes. And he also invented the QWERTY keyboard. Alright, I'm Isaac Elwood, and I invented barbed wire because I noticed that farmers needed a new, cheap, and durable fence material. I came in collaboration with a farmer named Joseph Y. Glidden, and barbed wire was originally made by using a coffee mill to twist barbs into shape, and then a grindstone was used to twist 2 of those wire strands together. First year, around 10,000 pounds of barbed wire were produced by hand, but a year later, a factory with a steam engine and more machines was built, and a patent was issued, greatly increasing the output, and 5 years later, nearly 50 million pounds of barbed wire were produced annually. Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone in 1876, and with it also invented the metal detector.
that we here highly resolve
That these dead shall not have died in vain.
We are not to let them die in vain.
that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom,
And that government of the people, by the people, for the people,
shall not perish from the earth.
with malice toward none,
charity for all.
with firmness in the right as God gives us to see the right,
Let us strive on to finish the work we are in.
to bind up the nation's wounds,
We are not to let them die in vain. Remember them. We're the ones who carry on the flames of those who've gone, and our comrades will not die in vain.
Citizenship. 2 years into the war, Lincoln signed an executive order titled the Grandma's Association, because I did that wrong.